like that. But, you know, let's have fun and put a dick in it. Sure, why not? I'll put my eyeballs somewhere. Got nothing to do until Shay calls me. Ooh, I need to fucking charge the phone. Yeah, I really need to charge my phone. She's not going to be able to call me at all. Be right back.
Microphone? Okay, let's check it. Just microphoning. It seems like it's okay, probably.
It was time. The troops of the Absolute Evil had driven the Alliance back to their capital,
Every time I
King's
switch
Ending.
to your screen, it's always
time for the
Stacy's
final
little
battle
thing. It
had
says
arrived.
electric car driving. Hippie
Prepare to destroy the
disgust.
Alliance.
Yeah,
and
the
with
chat
it,
messages
all
just
good in
stay.
the
Never
land
goes
once and
anywhere.
for
Yeah,
all.
they just stay.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom full of flowers and rainbows, where the sun shone all the time, and there was loads of that
Yeah,
goody-goody,
completely blind.
lovey-dovey,
Wow.
good people stuff going on.
No
There,
clue.
the
Chad
alliance
said,
of
"It looks
abominably
like I
good
like strategy
people lived in
games, and so here you
unearned
go."
wealth and prosperity.
First
you
things
like
first,
press the buttons.
we're skipping the cutscene.
Yeah, I can't stand this shit. Like, what the fuck's even going on?
This is first step to any game. Is you press escape a bunch. Loading. Okay, is it like Warcraft?
After countless
Mhm.
battles, with earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front.
It's definitely
In the
like
terribly
Warcraft.
improbable event that it may have forgotten how that works, a formidable help function has been provided.
Yo.
Yes, that's
Even the
Warcraft.
forest could not withstand the aura of the ultimate evil and beat a hasty retreat.
I gotta.
A few of the Alliance
Slam?
units had entrenched themselves here. A determined
Slam?
absolute
I'm
evil
a big
marched
dude.
towards them in order to
Really big
strike them
dude.
down with its mighty weapon. The absolute evil had discovered a medal. These legendary awards ensured a creature could be made even more powerful. Only one downside. A creature could only wear one at a time. Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin.
How do I use that thing? They didn't explain it. How do I get over there? They didn't explain it.
The absolute evil, on the other hand, watched the scene from a safe distance. It wondered whether it should get itself
There's a
little
path
snack
below
while
you
its
to your
creatures
right.
took a rest.
Oh, really? Fuck.
Come down. Come down.
That's not
from the
very
fucking-
clear.
You're just dumb.
Am I just dumb?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that was very clear.
Projectiles from the
No, you're
Alliance's
kind of dumb. You walked
catapults
by,
darkened the
and I
sky.
saw it.
But the Horde's fighting skills were at their best in darkness, if they survived. The forces of good never had a chance against the absolute evil.
I can get fucked up.
Defeating good was as easy as taking candy from a baby for the unstoppable evil. Candy?
I'm getting fucked up. Hope I don't die. We'll see. Oh, is that it? It's not... Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Look at all these peasants.
Absolute evil strode like a war god through the defenders' ranks and smote them with ease
How do I health? Oh, there's a spawner. Shit.
to the ground.
Damage 1337.
And the absolute evil took yet another hero to the slaughtering block. The absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the east with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil evil. And even that won't be able to hold out for much longer. Defeating good was as easy as taking candy from a baby for the unstoppable
Oh
evil.
my god, this narrator, man.
Yeah, quite annoying.
Evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with a
It's not like Bastion.
The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Landing, the final battle then. The city gate was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held up by such ridiculous impediments.
Here's a item
So,
you missed.
go get them! Destroy them now!
You come back, up on that path in the trees.
Absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gates of the city.
Hmm.
Oh,
No.
it's pretty microscopic.
Nope.
It's a potion or something.
I don't know.
What? Yeah, I'm left clicking it. What? I don't understand.
The absolute evil had a good long reign, but at precisely that exact moment, it decided to act and to
I
deploy
can't seem to
its
pick it up.
own
I mean-
magic powers.
I don't know what it wants from me. It says mouse arrow. Click your guy, and then what? I mean, it doesn't. Maybe you just pick it up if you're low on life or something. I have no idea, man.
You're full health, yeah.
But this proved to be a complete fallacy. It would appear that the distracted evil was not aware that it should use one of its powers here. Something that could have been done with using its legend for its dairy powers. The absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate on even 1%. The insidious evil entered King's Landing.
Like now it's 666 and then it's like 1337
Suddenly, the door
damage.
to several
Yeah.
houses in the city
Demonic leet. Like,
what
what the fuck?
An ambush. The invincible evil had crushed the defenders. King's Ending had been defeated. That's what we thought. Suddenly, the final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another apple. Somewhere in the depths of the dungeon, the ultimate...
So yeah, it's like Ghetto Warcraft 3
The last remaining heroes of the country...
with a narrator.
...and cast a powerful...
Goblin loading screen.
And the hand of an old throne was redeemed by the light. The circumstances remained a mystery.
Okay, this is
The
different
hand of
gameplay
terror
now.
flew
Now we're a
through the
dungeon.
throne, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had. After a few flying sessions, the ultimate evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it and would do its dirty work. Little Snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time taking care of it. The expansion mad evil hired one Snot on the spot.
Okay, now we build dungeons.
The first little Snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate evil. Little Snots were important to the ultimate evil because they took care of many important little things, such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south. It instructed its little Snots to dig in that direction.
I don't know how to do this.
As quick as a fart, the little Snot made his way to the marked position and began to dig.
Oh, you just click. Or what the fuck? Will you dig this wall, you asshole? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Station. Instruct your dudes. Left click on a tile or hold down the mouse button. So what have I done? Oh, what? Okay. Dragging it again, I think, destroyed it? And they immediately, like, run away?
No, the creatures of the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought. A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall. Everything was already in place. Doors, traps, a well-filled treasury. Oh wait, treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh well. One can't expect too much of these mindless little Snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created. And swiftly marked a few small gold veins so that the little Snots could excavate. As soon as the gold vein was selected, a little Snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil.
The fuck?
How are we mining?
What is this, fucking Minecraft?
It's Dungeon Siege, I think is what it's called? And a new version.
Dungeon 2.
No, I mean Dungeon Siege is like the original game for this kind of thing.
Hmm. Dungeon Siege is a dungeon crawler, I think.
Dungeon
the goal
something.
in mind, the Hand of Terror
Yeah,
quickly
probably.
created a
Who knows?
treasury on the spot so that the precious metal could be safely stored. The clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, Little Snots could use the treasury to store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little Snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs. But they would require food, liquid food, well, beer to be precise. So the next important thing to build was a brewery. And that would require some space to be created. The feisty evil's Little Snots dug up a spider's nest, thereby preempting some of my stories. Since there were no powerful fighting units in the dungeon, it was advisable for everyone to keep very, very still for the time being.
How long is the building yet? Everybody, stop.
Everybody clap your hands.
The Little Snots came across a small room containing a healing potion whilst pointlessly digging around in the underground. The ultimate evil could throw one of its wounded creatures on the potion at will.
Hmm.
Here to found some items and stuff. Gotta whack on the dwarf faster. Right click on it.
The sadistic evil encouraged its creature to work a little faster, but the friendly was not at all grateful.
Smack all the dudes.
You're damaging him though. Careful.
Yeah, no. Types of gold. Oh, these are like slower, much slower things. I see that are always mineable. I don't know what the requirement is to get a fucking. They already told me about this like brewery thing, but it's not showing up on
And
the
with
list.
quick finger snaps from the hand
Build
of
a
terror,
brewery.
the room stood ready.
Oh, okay. Now I got a big enough room or something. Yeah.
But the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper. With a sigh of resignation, the overworked evil set about taking care of that too.
Kettle. What the fuck is that? That's what I mean. They're just like Put a kettle, like, all I have is rooms and production facilities, and it's not neither of those. I should just get more dudes.
Dungeon of the expansion mad evil
Okay.
grew and prospered, but unfortunately, it had reached the maximum possible population it could currently manage. Now a creature would have to be thrown into the bottomless pit before any others could be brought in.
Oh, there's a pit. We can throw them to their death. Where's the death? Throw them in the pit.
Oh,
Ah, that worked.
the creature disappeared into the pit of uselessness with a long drawn and gradually diminishing. This particular act of wickedness brought a smile to the face of the old.
I don't have any fighting units still, because I can't make a fucking brew kettle. Where do I get a brew kettle? Anything that looks like a brew kettle?
No. I would assume it would be one of your buttons.
Big more or something. Oh, like dug everything. Brewery.
Put a brew kettle into the brewery. We'll see what buttons you got in there.
Oh, there we go. Build a brew kettle.
C, B. There you go. C.
Hard-working evil effortlessly built a brewing copper so that delicious beer could be brewed as soon as possible. One of the little snobs started working on the brewing copper. The nostalgic evil banished all thoughts of Oktoberfest and brass bands. Those would have to wait. More important tasks had to be completed first. Those beer and gold were now available in the dungeon, so it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the old.
Instantly born. Pow!
Orcs were defensive, close combat specialists, capable of dealing with many opponents. However, they were very vulnerable to ranged attacks.
Using Twitch or YouTube?
YouTube's.
YouTube. It's in the bottom.
You clobbered them. I need 5 orcs. Fuck. Look at all these bros.
The spiders dropped like flies. The strategically well-versed evil patted itself on the back now that it had led its troops into battle with such a power. And by led, I just simply mean chucking them at the old. The basics of the dungeon were now in place. However, the brewery was puny and didn't really have room to store beer barrels in. and the treasury was also anything but impressive in size. Quickly, an eerie gong rang through the hall. It did not bode well for the ultimate evil's treasury stock, for at each sounding of the gong, the creatures would collect their undeserved wages. However, there was little it could do about this, as it was chained to the throne. Thus, it had to give free rein to its servants' desires. This was typical of a troop member of the unanonymous alcoholics known as the Horde. Nipso made his way to the nearest brewery. A thirsty orc arrived at the brewery. Eager and savage, he started demolishing the alcohol-hoarding evil's stock of beer. One louse-infested orc crawled up from the depths and declared allegiance to the ultimate evil. The first step towards the creation of a powerful army.
What?
At the exact moment in which the
You said
ultimate
drag
evil
and click, like,
the spiders suddenly became aware.
kill all the things and fuck
This
stuff.
was an incredible coincidence and was in no way connected with any triggers or scripts in the level map. The abysmal evil used the hand of
No,
terror
what's
to
that?
grab
I thought
several
I
of
had
the
fireworks.
creatures that were still completely inexperienced at fighting and threw them onto the spiders.
Oh my god.
The evil has awoken, but its brothers are still asleep.
Huh? What on earth was that? That's not in my script. Oh, weirdo. No matter. We better get back to concentrating on the dungeon.
The orcs just hang out by the beer. They don't like fight stuff on their own.
Mm-hmm.
The huge monstrosity loomed out of the darkness on 8 legs. This dungeon's human guards had been ancient history for a long while. The world was home to a huge spider panther. Would Sam and Frodo escape it and continue their journey to Mount Doom, or was this the end of the Ring Bearer? Hang on a minute. Oh yes, a huge spider, henceforth called the Spider Queen. It would be necessary to eliminate the Spider Queen before the Horde could reach the surface. The Spider Queen sent forth a wave of her children. Of course, the ultimate evil was fully aware of this danger and immediately prepared to defend itself against them. Defend the throne room. caught the Spider Queen had nothing more with which she could fight the Horde. Later, the sensitive evil would have her innards made into a lava lamp. The way to the surface was open. Now it was time to put those vengeance plans into practice. The vile evil wanted to take this opportunity to utter a really sinister laugh. But unfortunately, its physical state made this unviable. Instead, once the ultimate evil had escaped from the depths,
It's
still fettered to
interesting.
the throne, it traveled to wreak terrible vengeance on those who had done this.
It's not more interesting than dinner, though.
What's up, y'all? Sup? Oh, that
hey.
video. Oh, we had pasta. It was good, yo.
Nice.
Balls.